On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Cliché.
A phrase or expression that has become overused to the point that it has lost its original impact or meaning, a trite or unoriginal idea or statement.
Examples:
Cliché plot. Age-old cliché. Using the same cliché phrase in every conversation can take time and effort.
Swell.
To become larger or more inflated, to become more intense or important.
Examples:
Swell at room temperature. Swell a population. His arm was swelling from the insect bite.
Powerless.
Lacking power, strength, or authority, unable to act or effect change.
Examples:
Powerless position. Powerless in the organization. During the hurricane, we felt powerless against the winds and rain.
Contend.
To struggle to win or surmount something.
Examples:
Contend that tobacco is non-addictive. Contend for a championship. Tobacco companies have long contended that their product is not addictive.
Mediocre.
Of only average quality, not very good.
Examples:
Mediocre performance. A mediocre talent. He was considered a mediocre artist compared to others in his field.
Resonate.
To be filled with a deep echoing sound.
Examples:
Deeply resonate with the consumers. Resonate in the same frequency. The sound resonates well in this theater.
Flank.
The side of an animal, especially the side between the last rib and the hip, the side of military or naval formation. Verb, to be located on either side of something.
Examples:
Flank pain. Attack the left flank. The flank of the mountain was difficult to climb.
Fir.
A type of tall evergreen tree that is native to the northern hemisphere, with needle-like leaves and cones that stand upright on the branches.
Examples:
Fir branch. Fir forest. The smell of fresh fir trees filled the air at the Christmas tree farm.
Insignificant.
Of little importance, influence, or power.
Examples:
Insignificant amount. An insignificant mistake. He made me feel small and insignificant.
Illiterate.
Unable to read or write, lacking knowledge in a particular field.
Examples:
Illiterate population. Illiterate adult. He was illiterate and could not read the instructions.
Ingest.
To take food or drink into the body, often through the mouth, to absorb or assimilate something, often used to describe the intake of information or knowledge.
Examples:
ingest food, ingest medication. People who compulsively ingest non-food items, such as dirt or chalk, suffer from a condition called pica.
Dilate.
To make something wider, larger, or more open.
Examples:
dilate the bronchial tubes, dilate blood vessel. The pupils of the eyes dilate in low light.
Flatline.
To experience a cessation of electrical activity in the heart or other vital organs, leading to a loss of function and potential death. To cease or level off, as in an economic trend or another line graph, at a low or bottomed out point.
Examples:
flatline over the past few quarters. Before the patient's heart flatline. The patient's heart rate suddenly flatlined, requiring immediate resuscitation.
Wrapped.
Deeply engrossed or absorbed in something, completely attentive or absorbed.
Examples:
rapt audience. Have a rapt expression. She was wrapped in concentration as she listened to the lecture.
Uncover.
To remove the cover from something, to discover something previously unseen or hidden.
Examples:
uncover a potential problem. Uncover the truth. He continued his investigation and soon uncovered another crime.
Poetics.
The study or practice of literary composition, including the use of language, imagery, and other creative elements to create works of poetry or literature.
Examples:
intertextual poetics. Poetics of cinema. The poet's use of poetics captured the essence of the human condition.
Archetype.
A very typical example of a certain person or thing, a recurrent symbol or motif in literature, art, or mythology that represents a universal pattern of human nature.
Examples:
archetype symbol. Feminine archetype. The hero's journey is a common archetype in many myths and stories.
Likeable.
Having qualities that make a person or thing well-liked or attractive, pleasant, friendly, or enjoyable.
Examples:
likable personality. A likable character. He's a very likable person who makes friends easily.
Roadblock.
A physical barrier or obstacle that prevents progress or movement, a situation that impedes progress or creates difficulty in achieving a goal or objective.
Examples:
biological roadblock. Bypass roadblock. The accident caused a roadblock on the highway, causing traffic to come to a standstill.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Dramatist.
Also dramaturge, a writer of plays, dramas, or theatrical pieces.
Examples:
The dramatist's latest production. Modern dramatist. The famous dramatist wrote many successful plays during his career.
Exposition.
A comprehensive description and explanation of an idea or theory, a collection of things, such as goods or works of art, etc., for public display.
Examples:
An international exposition. Rational exposition. The exposition in the novel provides background information on the characters and setting.
Climax.
The most intense or exciting moment of an event or experience. The point of highest dramatic tension or emotional intensity in a story, plot, or performance.
Examples:
Emotional climax. Reach a climax. The climax of the movie had everyone on the edge of their seats.
Denouement.
The final resolution or outcome of a story, play, or narrative, where loose ends are tied up, and the plot concludes.
Examples:
Unexpected denouement. Dramatic denouement. The denouement of the novel reveals the true identity of the murderer.
Unravel.
Undo twisted, knitted, or woven threads by separating it.
Examples:
Unravel a knit. Unravel a plot. Detectives are still attempting to unravel the mystery of his death.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Smartphone.
A mobile phone that functions as a computer and connects to the internet.
Examples:
Smartphone app developer. Smartphone addict. Internet traffic volumes have increased significantly with the advent of smartphones.
Astound.
To surprise or shock someone with wonder very much.
Examples:
Astound everyone. Astound the viewer. The final result was nothing short of astounding.
Quo.
The existing state or condition of something, especially in relation to a particular situation or issue.
Examples:
Status quo politician. Quo warranto. The company has been successful in maintaining the status quo.
Commonplace.
Occurring very often, lacking originality or interest.
Examples:
Become a commonplace sight. Commonplace event. Forgetting someone's name is a commonplace occurrence.
Lofty.
Elevated in position, rank, or status, grand, elevated in style or language.
Examples:
A lofty peak. Lofty ambitions. His lofty goals were admirable but unrealistic.
Annihilate.
To destroy completely, to cause something to cease to exist.
Examples:
Annihilate the enemy. Annihilate all doubts. The virus had the potential to annihilate entire populations if left unchecked.
Amplify.
To enhance something, particularly sound or brightness.
Examples:
Amplify a signal. Amplify the effect. You might need to amplify this point.
Incite.
To encourage, stir up, or provoke someone to do something, to urge, instigate, or stimulate someone to take action, often negative or aggressive.
Examples:
Incite violence. Incite rebellion. The politician's speech seemed designed to incite anger and unrest among the crowd.
Traverse.
To cross or move through a land or water area.
Examples:
Traverse the region. Traverse a vast extent of sea. Approximately 1,000 automobiles traverse the bridge every day.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Bliss.
Extreme happiness or joy.
Examples:
Ignorance is bliss. Ultimate bliss. The first 2 years of her marriage were sheer bliss.
Utopia.
An ideal and perfect society in which all social and political problems have been solved, and all members live in harmony and prosperity.
Examples:
Perfect utopia. A utopia for an engineer. The concept of utopia is often viewed as an impossible or unrealistic goal, as it goes beyond what is currently possible.
Poetic.
Of or relating to poetry, equals a piece of writing that emphasizes the expression of feelings and ideas, using language in an imaginative and expressive way.
Examples:
Poetic genius. Poetic justice. The sunset was so beautiful it looked like a poetic scene from a movie.
Transcribe.
To copy or reproduce something in written or printed form, to translate spoken language into written text.
Examples:
Transcribe notes. Transcribe documents. She needs to transcribe the interview recording to write the article for the magazine.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Clap.
To hit your hands together and make a short and loud noise, mainly to show your approval or praise.
Examples:
Clap my hands. Clap a book shut. We clapped along with the singer's song.
Marvel.
Something that causes feelings of wonder or surprise.
Examples:
A marvel of beauty. Technical marvel. The space shuttle is a modern engineering marvel.
Gasp.
To inhale sharply and audibly, often in response to strong emotion or sensation. To catch one's breath suddenly, often due to shock or surprise.
Examples:
Gasp for air. Gasp in shock. The audience gasped when the magician made the rabbit disappear from the hat.
Heighten.
To increase or enhance the intensity, degree, or extent of something. To make something more pronounced or noticeable. To intensify or amplify.
Examples:
Heighten anxiety. Heighten emotions. The use of bright colors in the painting heightened the overall sense of joy and vibrancy.
Puck.
A small, hard rubber disc used in ice hockey and other related games, a mischievous or playful sprite or demon in folklore and mythology.
Examples:
Hockey puck. Puck handling. The hockey player took a shot but missed the puck entirely.
Visionary.
Having or showing exceptional foresight and imagination, not practical or realizable, speculative.
Examples:
Visionary business. Visionary ideas. The visionary leader had a clear plan for the company's future.
Clergyman.
A man who is a member of the clergy equals religious leader, especially a minister or priest in the Christian church.
Examples:
Unfrocked clergyman. Clergyman's duty. The Catholic clergyman led the congregation in prayer.
Preach.
To deliver a religious or moral message to an audience.
Examples:
Preach the gospel. Preach to the masses. The pastor preached about the importance of forgiveness.
Cadence.
The rhythmic flow or pattern of sounds or words, especially in relation to music or speech, the rhythmic or periodic movement or progression of something.
Examples:
Cadence of footsteps. Regular cadence. The singer's voice had a beautiful cadence, and I couldn't help but sway to the rhythm.
Envision.
To imagine or expect what a situation will be like in the future.
Examples:
Envision the future. Envision the project's success. We cannot envision her as president.
Scripture.
The sacred writings of a particular religion or belief system, often regarded as authoritative and containing moral or spiritual teachings.
Examples:
Scripture study. Biblical scripture. Many people find comfort in reading scripture during times of hardship.
Promenade.
A stroll or walk, often taken in a public place or park. A public place for walking or strolling, often filled with shops or vendors. A dance movement in which the partners move around the floor in a circle or similar pattern.
Examples:
Evening promenade. Promenade in the park. The boardwalk by the beach was a beautiful promenade for tourists and locals alike.
Roar.
To make a loud, deep sound, like a lion or a car engine.
Examples:
Roar with laughter. Roar for more. The lion roared loudly, signaling its dominance over the other animals.
Negro.
Negro is now considered out of date and offensive, a term that was once used to refer to people of African descent, especially those living in the United States.
Examples:
Negro literature. American Negro. They developed Negro blues with a lively rhythm.
Frenzied.
Wild, excited, or uncontrolled, often as a result of strong emotions such as anger, fear, or excitement.
Examples:
Frenzied buying. Frenzied excitement. The frenzied crowd rushed towards the stage at the music festival.
Frenzy.
A state of wild, uncontrolled excitement or activity, often characterized by chaotic or irrational behavior.
Examples:
Frenzy of activity. Buying frenzy. The shoppers were frenzied to get the best deals on Black Friday.
Outcry.
A strong expression of public protest, anger, or dissent.
Examples:
A great outcry. National outcry. The outcry against the new policy was heard loud and clear by the government.
Stanza.
A group of lines of poetry that form a unit, a division of a poem consisting of a series of lines arranged together, usually with a recurring pattern of meter and rhyme.
Examples:
Poetic stanza, opening stanza. The poem was divided into 3 stanzas, each with its unique message and rhythm.
Almighty.
Having supreme or ultimate power or authority, complete and total, omnipotent.
Examples:
Almighty power, almighty dollar. The almighty ruler of the kingdom held ultimate power over his subjects.
Outrage.
An intense feeling of anger or indignation in response to something that is perceived as unfair, unjust, or offensive, a public display of anger or protest against such injustices.
Examples:
Public outrage, outrage over injustice. There was widespread outrage over the government's handling of the situation.
Stab.
To cause harm with a sharp, pointed object, such as a knife.
Examples:
Stab at the enemy with a knife. Stab in the chest. He was stabbed many times with scissors.
Sabotage.
The deliberate and malicious damage, destruction, or disruption of equipment, machinery, or other property, often by someone with a particular agenda or motive. The subversion of an organization or institution by secret agents or spies.
Examples:
Active sabotage, sabotage mission. The sabotage of the factory's equipment caused significant damage.
Starve.
To suffer or die from lack of food, to cause someone or something to suffer or die from lack of food, to deprive something of necessary nourishment or sustenance.
Examples:
Starve for a victory. Starve to death. If you don't eat soon, you're going to starve.
Murmur.
To say something very quietly, to complain about somebody or something under one's breath.
Examples:
Murmur at low wages. Murmur a greeting. He always murmurs at the ill treatment.
Tumult.
A state of great confusion, commotion, or disturbance, a loud, confused noise, as of people shouting.
Examples:
Tumult of voices. In the midst of the tumult. The political turmoil caused great tumult in the country.
Sober.
Not drunk or affected by alcohol, dignified in manner or character and committed to keeping promises.
Examples:
Sober discussion. As sober as a judge. He led a sober life.
Caretaker.
A person employed to take care of a large building such as a school and who deals with the cleaning, repairs, etc. A person employed to look after a house or land while the owner is away.
Examples:
Welfare caretaker. The role of caretaker. He acted as a caretaker until a new president was elected.
Sibling.
A brother or sister, member of a family born to the same parents.
Examples:
Have a sibling quarrel. Play with my siblings. Children often copy their parents or elder siblings.